Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is Amanda. I feel like I'm very off-centered, but okay. Today I'm here with the makeup that I wore in October and September. There's a lot to talk about. I typically like to talk about everything that I wore or used, new or old. I'm gonna focus on the newer things just because we don't want to be here for hours. Okay, so let's start with the September stuff. It's a pretty full bucket. The things that are not new that I love and I use all the time, the Jaclyn Cosmetics Iced Highlighter. This is such a beautiful highlighter. I truly love this. I could wear this every day. I love it. The Fenty Cream Blush in Cheeks Out. No, in Fenty Glow. This is a, it honestly looks like a bronzer, but I love a very neutral or brown blush, I guess. So I really enjoyed using that. The Catrice eyeliners, I wish they still made these. The Liquid Metal Gel Pencil in Ocean's Revolution. These are so old and it's so creamy and so nice. The Dalton Cream Balm in Doggles. Beautiful, very pigmented, very blendable. They don't feel sticky. Lovely cream blush. The ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Flip Flop. This is a beautiful cream, sort of champagne highlighter. I love a champagne highlighter, okay? It's just always my favorite. The Jouer All Over Molten Glow. This is a little more gold, but it's still kind of shocking. And then the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter in Supreme Rose Beam. These highlighters are fantastic. Those are great. If you can still get those at Ulta or on the Catrice website, I highly recommend those. They're very impactful. The Milani Rose Blush. I've been trying to use a Milani Rose Blush each month because I have so many of them, and this one was Wild Rose. I think that these are beautiful. I wish they would come out with different colors, you know? I love Wild Rose. It's one of my favorites, and I always enjoy wearing that. The Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blushes in On the Mauve and Strike a Rose. I don't even know which one I like more because I wear them so much that I love both of them. I think the blushes are very nice. They're pigmented. This is On the Mauve and this is Strike a Rose. This is a little more pink, and this is a little more terracotta. The KVD Everlasting Blush in Honeysuckle. This blush is it doesn't do much, but I do think it's pretty. It's not much of a color, but I don't know, I like wearing it. We're still in September. Okay, so for the newer things, this is the AF94 multi-use cheek stick, and I have the color Savor. This is the About Face line that's available at Walmart, and I bought this orange color. It's more terracotta brown than orange. It blends nicely and it doesn't feel sticky at all. It builds up because you can kind of blend it away to nothing. So if you don't want a very intense color, you can definitely blend it away, but you can also add more color to it and build it up. But what I did is I layered the Jaclyn Cosmetics Luminous Rouge Blush in LOML, this orange, over it because I wanted an orange blush, you know, like the orange cream blush was not enough. I needed a loose blush over it. This is going to take me an entire lifetime plus to ever think about finishing, but this is lovely. I don't know why I like orange blush so much lately, but I really do. But this is orange. Okay, if you want an orange blush, this is it. I think I got this at TJ Maxx. Some newish things. Hard Candy sent some makeup a while ago. I can't remember. And I really liked using these. They're the Hard Candy Moods Monochrome Shadows. These are, I think, $3.98 at Walmart. They're very affordable. You get 4 shades. They have a blue, they have a purple, they have the neutral, there's a yellow, there's an orangey one, I think there's a green. And I really liked all of these. I wore the Purr one, this neutral one, kind of it's very easy. You don't really have to think too much to use any of these, and I like that sometimes. But these are all very nice quality. A little bit powdery, but nothing crazy. I would recommend recommend those. And I really kind of want to get the green one and the yellow one. Rem Beauty eyeliner marker in Midnight Black. I'm not a liquid liner professional by any means, but I think this is very easy to use. It's a very black line and it's pretty easy to control. I didn't notice any bleeding when I wore this. It didn't smudge. You know, like I said, I'm not a professional when it comes to eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, or eyeliner, liquid eyeliner especially. But I think this is a pretty nice one. The packaging feels pretty cheap. Okay, some oldies but goodies. The ColourPop Ornate palette. Perfect fall vibes, you know. I was wearing this quite a lot because it's very easy. And then the Baroque palette, which is, this shadow right here is broken, so it's going to fall out if I tip this up more. This is the, obviously, smoky, cool toned. I really liked this palette. I don't know why that surprises me, but it does a little bit. I really like that. The formula is, of course, nice. The ColourPop Wild Child palette. This is another easy palette to wear. It's very brown. The shades are nice. This is a pressed glitter in the middle, so I don't really use that one. But I like the rest of them. I really like this Ground Crew shade up here, which is very random. I did also use the Glamlite Wine palette because, I mean, look at the purples. Perfection. The new palette that I used in September was the Baddie Bean and Shrag Cosmetics. It's freaking Bats palette, and this is lovely. I waited a very long time to get this palette, and I'm glad I'm not glad I waited. I wish I had gotten it sooner because it's beautiful. Oops. It is very beautiful. I love these shades. I love how none of them really look like they should go together, but they do, and it's lovely. I haven't used this Grim shade yet, and I really need to though because very, very nice palette. And that is my first experience with Shroud Cosmetics. The last two lip things are the newest things. This is from Doll 10. They had like duos, and this is a lip gloss and lipstick duo. This is called Pillow Talk. It's the lipstick, and the gloss is called Love Hangover. It's a pretty straightforward concept. The lipstick is nice. It feels creamy. It doesn't feel super drying. The gloss isn't sticky. This is nice. I feel like I need to try more Doll 10 items. I've enjoyed the things that I've tried. Then lastly from Rem Beauty, this is the Plumping Lip Gloss in VCR. I really like this, but this is actually very plumping. You will notice a tingling sensation when you use this for sure. It's not painful, but it's a very, very cooling, tingling sensation. Now we're going to talk about the makeup that I used in October. I keep saying November, so if I say November, I mean October. This is the Michaela and Glamlite palette. I did not use every shade in here, which I do want to make my goal, but the shades I used, I loved. I love these colors. I enjoy the Glamlite formula. I'm going to use the second part palette more this month, but I really like this. I also used the Sigma Enchanted palette. I really love this palette. I don't use it very often though. Probably just due to the quantity of palettes that I have. But this is very nice. And oh gosh. The mattes are really nice. They're almost like silky. They're very, very nice mattes. The ColourPop Strawberry Shake palette. This is pretty. I think I will probably end up decluttering this. I have pinks that I use. I just have other pinks that I use, and I don't really need this one. But there's nothing wrong with the formula. The Stila Camouflage Beauty palette.
Do you want half a payday?
Yeah. I want a full payday. I should only get one payday.
No, I'm gonna split it in half.
What are you doing, handsome slippers? Oh, you're so scruffy.
That's probably way easier than I thought I was going to.
Is it even?
Yeah.
Even for
I think
you,
you're
for you
scared.
or for me? No way. Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay.
I'm gonna want out 3 seconds. You can't have nuts or nougat. Stila Camouflage Beauty palette. I love this palette. We know how I feel about greens. You probably know how I feel about camo. All good things. And then also the formula on these shimmers is fantastic. I feel like no one talked about this palette, and that's a shame because this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. Oh, this is so pretty. This is such a nice a nice quality, which is unfortunate because it's very expensive. But I love this palette. I need to try to replicate this eye look though on the cover because it's stunning. I use the Odin's Eye Hummingbird palette. This is a collab with Fancy Face that they released. It was last fall. Sir, get in your bed. No, it's not time for that. And I hadn't used this one yet. I've used the other palette that I purchased, but I hadn't used this one yet. It's lovely. This color right here is called Fancy. And it looks very pink. Here, hold on, let me get it. It looks very pink on my eyes. It almost looks like it's like a pink green flip, but the shimmer is, it looks like you have twinkly lights on your eyes. I took a video in low light so you can hopefully see. It's beautiful. I loved that shade. The rest of the colors are lovely as well. I love Odin's Eye. I'm a big fan of their eyeshadows. I've not used a palette that I've disliked so far, and I have quite a few. Nothing else is new. We're just going to go through those very quickly. I wore the Persona blushes in Caramel and Terracotta. Hold on. Terracotta and Caramel. Love these. The e.l.f. Always Rosy blush. Love this as well. I think this is like a $3 blush. So pretty. So pretty. This formula is delightful. Very blendable, pigmented, all of the things. The Persona Cali Glow highlighter in Zuma. This is a little more gold, but I don't think it looks glittery. It looks shimmery. We have the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in Warm Honey. I love this duo. I pretty much only wear the blush. I never wear the blush topper because that looks really scary to me. But the blush, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And then of course my beloved Becca and Jaclyn Cosmetics Champagne Pop. I love this highlighter. I can't help it. I think it's perfect. You know what? I also wore a lot of Essence Pure Nude in Be My Highlight. The very low effort days. This is what this highlight is good for, I think. And then I also wore Becca Opal, this little baby of Opal. I did wear a couple Super Shocks too. Game Face from ColourPop. This is an awesome copper jack. These are so good for one and done days. That's what I love Super Shocks for. This is Muse, and I wore this one several times. A kind of mauve-y, pearlized shade. And then Moonlock. I wore this as a topper. This is a pearlized, but I wear this as a topper over. What did I wear this over? One of the green looks that I was wearing. I love this shade. I don't think this one is available anymore, and that is sad because it is beautiful. I did wear the Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pot in Caramel Apple. This isn't my favorite Tarte shade. I just feel like it's too like pinky. I don't know. I will maybe pass this on at some point. I really like the Chrome Paint Shadow Pots, but this color just isn't my favorite. And then I just wore a couple different eyeliners. The ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Fiery Fierce, this really pretty mauve-y shade. And then the NYX Epic Smoke Liner in Violet Flash. This has a little brush on the end so you can smoke it out. But I find that these eyeliners are very hard to draw on my eyes. They swatch nicely and I can swatch it no problem. But whenever I'm putting this over, namely when I'm putting this over eyeshadow, it just doesn't draw on very well. So and I never remember that because I am old and never remember anything. So I always want to put this on over an eyeshadow, but this formula I think is best suited for if you only want to wear eyeliner, no eyeshadow. That's not usually me. I do like this color, and I have a couple other colors. I like the colors. The colors are different than other eyeliners I own. I just gotta figure out a better way to wear them because they're not really working the way that I typically wear eyeliner. It is 70 degrees in November. I need to go sit outside. I need to. Let me know what you wore in October, September, fall makeup things, I would love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video.